Okay, so what year were you in here?
Well, it'd be about 51, 52.
And what did you see?
Oh, Scotch Creek Charlie had a mine in here, and he used a little creek there with a sluice box, and he worked there for about 10, 15 years.
And he lived nearby?
Well, the cabin's probably still there if you looked it over. Parts of it.
Okay. So what's the story on that rock?
I think it's all been washed one way or another. Either from them working up there or from taking it out of the creek. It's pretty clean. Well, that's the pipe we had up the hill. So with a big pipe and then a smaller pipe, and up the other side to the hydro water coming out of the side. They had a hose on it about that big around, and they washed all the dirt down into the sluice boxes. Same thing you do at Barkerville. And a tree like that, and then on the other side, the same height, we had a cable on there on the other side. Then we had a cable car. It had 2 wheels on it. You sit on this end and you go across the other side. That's how they surfaced the other side where we were just looking at previous. And they had a little tow rope if you pull yourself along. But in the end, it was just a hand-over-hand thing.
Did you ever ride in that cable car?
Not once.
What was it like?
When you pull it, you get your fingers underneath there. And there's been a few guys that lost half their finger because the tote cable that was across the rope was rotted off. So the only way people get across is by going hand over hand with the cable. But the car would come over and run over their fingers. Anyway, we survived. Well, when they built these things, they dug down about 2 feet, 3 feet below the frost line. They put 2 logs up, and then they put the roof on it. And that way they stayed warm in the wintertime. Go graft.
Was there more to this cabin when you came as a kid?
Yeah, there's a roof on it. And a door on it. Livable. You can see the rotten log there now. You go right to the back or across. There's one more there that fell down and the roof is still on it. We'll get there later. But that's what it's all about in those days.
So do you think this is one from the 1880s?
It's when the railroad line is finished, then all the Chinese were on the railroad, they moved into Scotch Creek. Now this is a good one. You can clean this out, you'll probably find some marble.
Oh.
Well, I think this is a stove, but I don't say from China on it anywhere. I think it's Canadian.
What part of the stove do you think that was?
There's the top there. Probably an airtight type of stove. Wasn't very big.
Cloud.
Another one of the Chinese houses, it's collapsed. It's built the same way as the other one, 2 logs high and a roof on it. But obviously the roof is collapsed on this one. I suppose if you dug down there, you'd probably find the rest of it. There's the start of it over there, ends over here, 1 log here, 1 log over there.
So do you think that stump is pretty old?
Well, yeah, they didn't have all the stuff we got now. All they had is cross cuts. Take a tree like that was half split. They cut it down, use it for their house or for doing their sluice boxes. One there and another one over here.
What did you hear from this old timer? What was his name?
Frank Hall.
And how did he describe how they...
He said when the Chinese come in here, they didn't have much to work with other than a gold pan, so they would pan the gold down to where they could see color, and then they'd put it in a box, and at night they'd sort it out with the tweezers. They didn't have any sluice boxes or ripples to work on.
What's the story on this road?
Well, there used to be a warehouse up there at Meadow Creek, and the wagon rode into here to service all the people that were doing the prospecting. So they used to take a wagon and come through here with all their supplies. But it would come from Chase or off the paddle wheeler into the place up there, and then unload it all at the warehouse, and then they pack it into here.
Great. So how did they wash the gravel off the hillsides, and then how did they work it?
With wheelbarrow, or washed it in there with the stream into a box, and they turned it around, and it went to ripples. They call the ripples, that's the end of the sluice box, and the water and gravel goes down over the ripples, and the gold is heavier, so it settles in on between those slots are only about ½ inch high. It's felt underneath, the gold drops down there, and then at the end of the day, they take all that and get the gold out of it.
And where were these boxes located?
On every claim, everybody had a sluice box.
And can you see where one is from here?
No, they probably all rotted out, just like those cabins are. Okay, you see that's the cut where they did hydro mining. That's that pipe you see on the other side, went down from that mountain and come up here, the nozzle on it. And they didn't understand. I'm going by what the old timers said, because they had too much water for the size of the ripples, so they lost a lot of gold over the bank and down over the bank, because they had too much water for the size of the ripples. And so I don't think they made any money. But then I think the war come, and then they all moved out.